And welcome to another Stable Lease video. Today we haven't got a review but a very much asked for video as many people struggle with this task. So we will take a look at first connecting your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to this Audi Q4. After, I'll show you a tutorial on the apps and options in CarPlay settings. Today we will be using an iPhone to connect the Apple CarPlay with, but if you have an Android then this will be the exact same steps as well. You can connect Apple CarPlay by using a lead, a USB-C or a USB, but this can be completed over Bluetooth, which is much more simpler, and that's what I will be showing today. The wire is nice and easy to set up, which is what I have got in my car, but what I find sometimes if you go over a speed bump or a sharp corner, sometimes the wire comes dislodged and then I have to plug it in and plug it back whilst I'm driving, which isn't ideal, especially for some USB devices. To get started, make sure your car is turned on and in park. Make sure that your device you'd like to connect to the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi are both switched on. So firstly, in the infotainment screen, what you want to do is find phone apps. There, this will open a new screen and it says connect a new device compatible with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto wirelessly via Bluetooth, or alternative connect via USB or activate other non-devices connected. So we're just going to go connected to devices. There you can see if any other Apple CarPlays or Android Auto are connected, but for starters we're going to go into settings and you've got to make sure that your Bluetooth is turned on your infotainment center. So this, it says visible, you can have it on invisible or off, and this is the Bluetooth name. This will be blurred out, but you can change that to have it as any name as you want, but you will need to remember this for the next step. Next, you will need to press new connection, and this is where you head over to your phone because you will need to find it in your device. So if we head into Bluetooth onto the device that you would like to connect, down below is other devices, and this is the device with the name that we looked into on the settings. So I'm just going to click that, and on the infotainment screen you can see iPhone 15 has popped up as well, so it has seen it. And then make sure that the Bluetooth pairing request number is the exact same on the device, on your mobile device and the infotainment center. So that is correct. I'm just going to press pair and allow favorites to connect as well, and contacts allow as well. This then takes a while. Use CarPlay with Audi, with the Audi name. I'm just going to press use CarPlay. So now it is being connected on the infotainment screen and it has opened up now. So you are now connected via the Bluetooth on your device to the Audi Q4. Now I'm going to show you the different options and apps that comes with Apple CarPlay. So now let's take a look at the Apple CarPlay settings and the apps and options that we have got. So this is the home page. We've got the maps to the right, we've got some destinations top left, and recently played music, what's playing now. So if we just click onto the maps, this will open and this can be changed into dark and night. I'll show you just in a second on the settings. But this has got the search for destination on the right, and then onto the left we've got the 3D, the navigation, the comment button if you need any help, zoom in, zoom out, and you can easily move it around with your fingers. So it's really nice and simple. With the search you can just type in any destination, but for the options there's charging stations because I am in the EV. I've got parking, restaurants, coffee, supermarkets, etc. So all the maps are there, nice and big and easy to see. If you go back, we can just press down on the bottom right section. If you press onto the destination straight onto your left, it will go straight there. For example, I just pressed home and that will take me straight to Biddulph as usual. Right, onto music now. If I just press onto recently played, it'll open this beautiful screen. It'll show me what I'm listening to right now. So then we've got the liked music, shuffle, repeat, and songs like it. So if we just press onto the back button, it'll open the home screen. As you can see on Spotify, it's very much the same. It's got the recently played, all them types of songs. The search, where I can ask Siri to play certain, so I can ask him to play Ollie Murs, for instance. It'll play the playlist of Ollie Murs and the best songs. We've also got my library and that screen there. If we go back onto the home screen, we'll scroll right and we can see the other apps that we get with it. We've got the phone. If we go into that, we've got my favorites. I've favorited my favorite 4 people, so I can easily just press on one of them whilst I'm driving, so I don't have to flick through all the different contacts to find the person I want. I've also got the recents. These all will be blurred for obvious reasons, but I've got recents that'll show you my recents for a long list of them. For contacts, you've got the A to the Z all to the left, so I'll just press that and I can go down to Q, for instance, and it'll just press on to start off with that to make it a lot simpler. On the keypad, you can type in a number if you wanted to, and voicemails, you can do that. So it's all very nice and easy to control whilst driving. Heading over to music, that is for Apple Music, but I don't have that, so we're just going to skip past it, but it'll work just as the same as Spotify. We've also got the maps, which I've showed you already. We've got messages, so if we've got the messages that I've recently been doing. Obviously these will be blurred again, but you've got the arrow keys down to the left where you can scroll up and down, and if you press onto the name, it will come up with Siri.
What do you want to say to Jazz?
And that will come up and you can speak straight away, or you can start a new message just like that.
To who?
And it'll be asked to who you would like to speak to, and then you can easily just say your message and listen to back and just press send. On to your next one is now playing. It'll bring up your screen of the Spotify, which is now playing, or the Apple Music. The Audi MMI, that'll just take you back to the home screen. So I'll press Apple CarPlay again. And then you've got podcasts and audiobooks. If you have that connected onto your phone, then you can listen to and carry on your podcasts and audiobooks that you've been listening to. Onto your calendar, this won't show the month of the calendar, but it will show you the days and any events that you've got on. So it's Burns Night for Scotland, which everyone's got on the phone, so that will show me any events today or tomorrow. If I go back again onto the settings now, so for the driving focus, you can activate the CarPlay. Driving focus silences some alerts and notifications. Any incoming calls will not be silenced whilst using the CarPlay, so you can have that activated. Onto announce the messages, you can announce the messages, and then you can have the options announce new messages, silence new messages, or remember previous settings. Into appearance, you can have the appearance on the maps as dark, so this will always show the maps as the dark mode. I much prefer it. It's a lot nicer to view when you go into different places. So on to next is we've got the wallpaper. Now this is quite cool. I've changed mine whilst I've been doing these videos because I didn't know about it. So I quite like the blue one, and then it comes up with cancel or set. I'm just going to set that. Up next is you scroll right, we've got Google Maps, which is the same as Maps if you use Google. We've got Spotify, I've showed you all that. Teams now, we've got, you can't make, with the chat, you can't do the chat, but if you've got any meetings or calls, this can be done via Teams. You've got speed dial, history, or ask Siri to make a call. And if you've noticed onto the right, it'll show you the recents that's coming on. So the calls have been changed into the team, so it shows you the last 3 apps that you've used. That's quite handy if you only use a certain amount. So I normally have Maps, Spotify, and then Messages. And finally, you've got WhatsApp.
Do you want to send a message or make a call?
So that works in the same way as Messages if you want to send a message or make a call. So it's all really nice and simple, but how about deactivating your Apple CarPlay? So if you're moving cars in the Audi and you want to disconnect your Apple CarPlay, I'm going to show you how to do that onto the device on your iPhone. So if you go into search, and I'm just going to type in CarPlay there, if you go in general and CarPlay, then this will come up. It says my cars, so I'm going to just disconnect and scroll right and press forget. On the infotainment center, it says smartphone interference has been deactivated. So that means that it is no longer connected. So thank you for watching this tutorial on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to connect it to your Audi car. Now I hope this has been helpful, and if you want to see any reviews on cars or any other type of video, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But until next Friday, see you later.